Hi everybody, thanks for joining us. Andy Lightbody, Rocky Mountain Television, and this special edition of Gear Talk. Greetings from the deserts of Arizona, where we are down here for the opening of the dove season. And part of the pleasure of it has been for the opener is we get invited to come down and actually hunt with the director of the Game and Fish Department here in Arizona, along with a lot of people from the Game and Fish Department. But today we've got a very special guest. We've got Derick Cole, who is the Director President of U.S. Operations for the company Webley and Scott. Webley and Scott, if you don't know, you're about to find out. A long-standing tradition of very, very fine gun making. Derick, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today. Who is Webley and Scott for those that don't know?
Andy, Webley and Scott is a 220-year-old company originally based out of Birmingham, England, that has been in the gun manufacturing business in both shotguns, pistols through the First World War for the British military, and air guns up until the current day.
Webley and Scott, with that kind of long-standing history, how come they're not so well known here in the United States? Because they've recently rejoined the United States, haven't they?
In the third quarter of 2010, the company was purchased worldwide, so there are a new set of owners, and those folks have made a decision now to reintroduce the product line into the United States. It really hasn't been sold here since about the year 1979.
Has it been that long? Because
Yeah.
I remember back in the days when I was with Hunting Magazine and with Guns and Ammo, when I went over to England and then up into Scotland for some driven bird hunts, I shot a Webley and Scott that belonged to one of our friends at British Aerospace, and I was extremely impressed, and then wondered when I got back here to the U.S., how come I couldn't find it?
Yeah, not surprising. Webley and Scott is a household name overseas, much like Smith & Wesson might be here.
Remington, Mossberg, Browning, Winchesters,
absolutely.
yeah.
You know, a lot of the double gun trade today owes their manufacturing techniques to what Webley and Scott pioneered over 200 years ago.
Tell us about what is being introduced now here in the United States once again, and availability and the different makes and models.
We're going to have three different models of over-under shotguns. The first model is the gun that I have here today. This is the Model 900. This will be available in both a 12 and a 20 gauge model. The 12 gauge will have either 26 or 28 inch barrels. Both come with 5 thin wall chokes, fiber sights, gated barrel selectors. These are ejector guns, manual safeties. All of the actions are machined out of a solid block of chromium, molybdenum steel, CNC machine. So you're talking about the highest strength,
high quality,
very high quality gun.
But one of the key factors that we were impressed with when we first saw you at one of the Outdoor Writers conferences was the fact that when you say Webley and Scott, you're talking, oh, fine English made, blah, 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 all of this with the standing tradition. How much?
It's a great question. This gun represents a significant value, a retail of about $1,200.
Yeah.
it's a great value for a very well.
Now they were teasing you this morning out there when we were shooting with the director, and they said, well, how many zeros do I have to add after that 1,200? And you said, no, let your voice drop.
Exactly. Yeah, $1,200 retail right now on this Model 900. The Model 2000 and the Model 3000 over-unders do go up from there to $2,400 and a $6,500 retail on those guns.
What makes it a $6,500 gun? Must have a different type of.
Well, it's a different design on the 6,500. Yeah, the Model 3000 is actually a side lock design versus a box lock, 7-pin side lock. So you've got some manual assembly. It's also all jeweled on the inside of the action, and then
much like a fine watch.
It's it's a beautiful gun. You know, all charcoal blued and upgrade in the walnut stocks. You got a 3.5 grade walnut on that gun as well.
Wow. But this is beautiful too. I mean, the checkering looks great. The wood itself looks good.
This is all hand-oiled Turkish walnut.
Turkish walnut, okay. Yeah. And they've been introduced just with, like you said, within the last year.
Yeah, we're getting placement right now that'll be out at retail in the fourth quarter of 2011.
So we're really getting a preview, and everybody that was standing in line this morning saying, "Can I shoot it? Can I shoot it? Can I shoot it?"
Some of the first folks to have it in their hands this year. Yeah.
Outstanding.
Absolutely.
Outstanding. All of them with a vent rib barrel, and it looks like you've got a double vent on it.
They're all the same design on this model. Again, it's kind of been designed as a field gun. The fiber sights, again, ejectors, you know, manual safety.
Select trigger?
No.
Or boom boom?
Yeah.
Top bottom?
Bottom top.
Bottom top.
Yep.
Bottom top on that. But then I can compensate again on my particular shooting style by using the various chokes.
Absolutely.
So I can load it up. Then if I want the modified to go first on the bottom and then the full choke up on the top.
Yep, and that's
simple
important.
Insert.
You know, we're talking 5 chokes, not 3.
Yeah,
a lot of the guns only come with 3.
Using an improved cylinder or modified in a full.
Thin wall chokes. Too.
Yeah.
And also comes with a carrying case. Not represented here today, but we've got that. It comes with it as well, all for that price.
Remarkable. Where can they anticipate finding it? Would they like more information? Were they going to be able to purchase it? And again, not for another month or so, but we're getting close.
Yeah, what I'd like everybody to do is go to www.webleyandscott, that's all spelled out, .com. That's the USA website. There's all the contact information there. All the information for all the different models of guns is available. There's information you can download in PDF format, as well as where the authorized dealers are as well.
And from what we heard this morning, everybody was very impressed with the shooting, you know, the actual characteristics of the gun itself. And even though it's, as you said, originally a, what, Birmingham,
England is where they're originally based out of.
Right. You don't want them to go to that website,
no,
so give it to them one more time, and we're even going to slate it for you.
USA, Webley and Scott. www.webleyandScott.com. All spelled out.
Pretty simple. And on this special edition of Gear Talk, obviously now, it's time we go take this into the field and show you what it can do. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Andy Lightbody.